I start this, what I want to do is like make the map all brown, like map colored, but I'm a little concerned I'm going to destroy either this piece of art on this page or this piece of art on this page because it's in between them. But I think I'm going to try it anyway. So let's hope it doesn't mess this up.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rin. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, let's draw some ducks. I love DuckTales. I know I've talked about it before on my channel, and this video is incredibly self-indulgent, but I really have wanted to make some fan art of DuckTales. I've actually been wanting to make fan art of DuckTales since I first saw the show, like back in 2020. I wanted to make fan art, and my art skill was just not at a high enough level for me to draw them. I remember trying and feeling so frustrated because I just could not get the shape of their bills right. So first off, I just want to say a huge shout out to all the animators who worked on the show and have been drawing Donald Duck for years. Like, I feel like you don't understand the level of skill it takes to do this kind of art and like animation until you try to do it yourself, and then like your mind is just blown with how skilled these artists actually are. But anyway, I did try doing the back of the page, the map all brown, as you can see, or tan rather, that's not really brown. And I am happy to say it worked out totally fine. It did not destroy the art on either sides of the pages, the back side of either one of these pages. So I'm super happy about that. But also, like, hooray for art improvement, because these ducks were not easy to draw by any means. Maybe this is just a me thing that's like struggling drawing this art style. That's highly possible. But I did draw them. And Webby is by far my favorite. If you have watched DuckTales, let me know who your favorite triplet is. The new version or the old version. Mine is Louie. I've already talked about it, but it's Louie because he's the best. So yeah, I decided I wanted to do the back, that map color, and then I was thinking I would go over all of them for all the white with my Posca pen. I ended up being really happy with how that turned out, actually, because it felt like somebody had been like just quickly sketching this out on a like scrap, you know, of paper. I don't know, it felt very like we're on a quest and somebody's just trying to make some memories, and so they drew it on the random piece of paper they had lying around. Like, Huey drew this in his Junior Woodchuck journal. It's the vibes it ended up feeling like, which I was super happy about. I hope that translates and other people feel that way about it too. I have no clue if anybody who watches my channel has even seen DuckTales. Like I said, this was incredibly self-indulgent, but it was great because I learned and improved my art skill while doing it. So sometimes self-indulgent art is worth being made. I think it probably always is, but in this case I was really thankful that these did turn out as well. I don't like love them. Webby turned out great, and then I drew Huey next. As you saw a little bit of me drawing him in the intro, he turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. But then like when I did Dewey, he didn't turn out as well as I wanted him to turn out. I feel like I could do better. Maybe I will revisit this like a year from now and draw them again and see as I keep drawing how much better and more comfortable I get drawing them. I wanted to draw these in somewhere a blend between how they look in the show and then also like still having some of my own artistic expression in them. So these aren't a like perfect replica of the art style of the new DuckTales. They're somewhere a little bit between, I hope. I feel like I haven't drawn them enough to really get my art style in there, but I feel like there was at least a little bit of it, so that was nice. These were, of course, really straightforward to paint because they're white and yellow for their mouths and beaks, bills, whatever ducks are called. And then, of course, just the primary colors. Those aren't primary colors. The very basic colors of their outfits. Webby is by far the most complicated, and even she only has like 3 different colors in her outfit. I also did add some shading. I kind of debated whether or not to add shading to this because, of course, in the show there is very flat shading. There's not really any highlights. It's just very, very minimal which I'm sure is probably because of how fast these have to be animated. But I felt like I really wouldn't be painting anything at all if I didn't add shadows, and that is a bit of my own personal style being put into this art as well. So I definitely did want to add shadows. Also, do I love every episode of DuckTales? No. There are a couple of episodes I don't like, and there's a couple of episodes I don't watch at all. But for the most part, the show is great. So on the left side of the page, we have Dewey, Huey, and Webby, and then on the right page, we of course have an entire spread dedicated to Louie because, as I have said, and I will say again, he is the best triplet in my opinion. I love Dewey's puns. I think they're hilarious. I love a good pun. I love Huey's logical mentality and his ability to ground the three of them while also being very comedic. But Louie is just the best. He's like a lazy version of Scrooge. I don't know. He's very funny. He makes me laugh. He's my favorite triplet. An art tip that I want to talk about that I thought about while I was painting these is I learned a really long time ago about doing this. When you're drawing eyes, if you make like a gradient of dark to light, top to bottom, like start dark and then go down and make it lighter, it kind of creates like a glass impression, like illusion. So I always try to do that when I'm sketching things out just because I enjoy it. And then when I'm painting something, I try to make there be a little bit of a gradient from dark to light just because it is a really simple way to add a little bit of life to your characters. Then I started inking everything. Now, if you have been watching my videos from the start, you have heard me stress about inking things so many times. And I don't think you can tell, maybe you can. Maybe you can tell in some of this footage, my hand was shaking so bad trying to get really clean line work because, of course, the style of the show, the art style of the show has very, very clean lines. Are my lines super clean? No. But they are way cleaner now than they were when I started my YouTube channel. So practice. If there's something you want to get better at, practice. It's actually, I avoid practicing inking things because it makes me so nervous. That's why I tend to do a lot of colored pencil. But practice. Also, can we just have like a moment of appreciation for all the hands I drew in this piece of art? Like, yes, draw your favorites. Do fan art because you feel so much more motivated to do fan art. Wow, am I super talkative during this video. All right, time for some shout outs. I want to shout out to Habs1. Thank you so much for being so kind and commenting. I really appreciate it. And then I also want to shout out to Julie Miller 9294. Thank you as well for watching to the ends of my videos. I really appreciate that so much. If you would like a shout out on next week's video, comment the duck emoji. Anyway, the inking actually turned out pretty good, and this is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did watch it, I really appreciate it because, like I said, this was very self-indulgent. I will be back next week for another video, but after that, I don't know what to draw. So if you have any ideas, please leave them in the comments down below. Oh wait, I do have ideas. But still, I would love to hear if you have anything you want to see me to draw. Remember to be kind and stay cozy. I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!